And we have an update to bring you tonight on how much you, the taxpayers, are paying for the state attorney general's investigation into former Governor Andrew Cuomo.
And now that investigation, which ended last month, found that Cuomo sexually harassed a number of women, including current and former state employees. As Channel 2's Jeff Preval tells us now, the cost of that investigation is already in the millions of dollars.
It's a disturbing pattern of conduct.
Last month, after State Attorney General Letitia James unveiled findings of sexual harassment against former Governor Andrew Cuomo from an independent investigation, two on your side filed a public records request to learn how much the investigation has cost taxpayers.
Well, we knew that the outside law firm that was retained by the Attorney General's office to conduct the investigation was going to be expensive. But at first blush, it was more expensive, or has been at least, more expensive than I would have anticipated.
Documents we've received from the state AG's office show between March and June, more than $2 million was spent to pay outside attorneys to investigate claims against Cuomo. Another $31,000 was spent on various fees such as transportation, shipping costs, and use of computer research systems.
In this case, the client is the Attorney General's office, ultimately the New York State taxpayer, but it is very standard to pass those costs along.
We should also point out that the Attorney General's office provides a breakdown of how long specific investigators worked throughout the first 4 months of the investigation, but what they actually did is redacted. Covert expects that $2 million figure to be much higher since the documents we obtained don't show costs towards the end of the investigation. Also, keep in mind the Assembly Judiciary Committee's impeachment investigation continues, with lawmakers still reviewing evidence. Lawmakers hired independent investigators to conduct that review as well, and taxpayers will pick up the cost.
These are just very expensive endeavors for the taxpayers of the state of New York, for a governor who has since resigned.
Now, the Assembly Judiciary Committee says that it will release a public report of its findings. However, we don't have a time frame for when it will be released. In Buffalo, I'm Jeff Preval, Channel 2 News.